Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with an episode of Hustle Castle. As you can see, we have nothing outside of our castle other than some 5 stars waiting for probably no purpose ever whatsoever. But today we are going to do a little bit catching up. As I mentioned in the last video, I got some runes, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't find a place to put them. I'm going to do it not blindly. I'm not just going to go jump in and add them, just add power. I'm going to try to keep my power manageable, at least to see if that has any impact. I'm not sure if it will. So that is going to be the point of this video, find some purposes for those people, and also cover the giveaways. And I might touch a little bit on the new clan territories, maybe not. We'll see how that goes. So as you can see, most of my inventory is maxed out. I've been taking a little bit of downtime here because American Dad has an event going on, so that's been getting most of my time. Plus my schedule is slightly off because I'm not working, and I usually do a lot of my playing in the background while I'm working, doing arenas and things like that, and I haven't gotten a chance to do that since I've been off work. So I haven't been playing as much of anything at this moment, actually. Excuse me. With that said, let's go ahead and just jump in and announce the winners to the giveaway. As always, we get 5,000 diamonds that we give away each week on the channel from the Facebook Hustle Castle page. It's really the Hustle Castle game, but the Facebook page is the official site that we're working with here. So this week, our winners, the winning number was 16,549. So the 10 people that were the closest were Break, Ben Shotgun, Arwen, Max, Little, Kenji. I apologize, I cannot pronounce that name. And Curlevi, Big Pooh 11, and Creepy. Congratulations, you guys each get 500 in-game diamonds. Those are usually given away on Friday. We have a holiday here in the States this week, so I'm not sure if it probably won't affect anybody else because this game is not managed within the States. So I don't expect this to be a problem, but potentially the giveaway the winnings could be delayed a bit, but not really positive on that one. But if you don't get them by this Friday or early next week, then let me know and then we can work through those. But I expect that they will be coming in at some point. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump in. As a reminder, I didn't get every single one of the runes that I was missing and the new ones. I did a little bit of poking around and I found out that I didn't really love them tons. But I'm going to try some out. Maybe we'll do a couple tests. And really what it is, what I found with testing, since I don't have a consistent, repeatable test account to work on, that it takes some time, doing arenas and seeing how things work over time, because one fight doesn't necessarily mean anything. You get some randomness that happens, and it might happen. One thing might proc in one fight, it might not proc in the other, so you can't have a consistent output. So that makes testing a little bit more difficult. But I am going to go and try a couple different things. So let me turn one thing on here. I've shown this multiple times here on my channel. Are we on Hustle Castle here? We are not. We are on American Dad, so let me go ahead and move to the right tab. I was on there. It looks like it stopped when I moved here. So let's go here. Here's my Hustle Castle tab. So I'm doing this with all my games, and this is all of my setup. Hopefully it's fairly current. I haven't changed anything too much other than the top 7 that are in my setup here. So what are you guys seeing here? Can you see the mouse here? I guess I'll click on the cell, then you'll see where I'm pointing here. So on this column here, in the primary column, this is the people I have in my barracks, and that's not exactly accurate at the moment. The blue background here under power are the 7 top people, and this is their entire power. And then, this is just a little bit of information for me on the columns to the right. So what I have here is my historic high, which is 15,499, which we'll take a look in a minute to see if that's still the same. And then if I look here in the squares here, so my current, what did I do? I did something. Oh man, this stuff doesn't work the way it's supposed to. That's a real bummer. Let me see if I can. I'm using a little bit of a different setup here with. Sorry, you guys aren't seeing what I'm doing here in the background, since I have another screen now, but I'm not actually. They're probably not going to let me change anything. I'm not actually using both of them at the moment. I haven't figured out how I want to take advantage of that yet. So, all right, it's not going to let me undo that change, which is really unfortunate. So let's go here. We have top 7 and then top 7 plus heroes, what I had written on a different spreadsheet. So let me go ahead and put that back in. This is, I think it was current 7, right? Current 7, we'll just say that. It's fine, and I'll change the rest of it later. And then whatever, I'll fix this later. But anyway, what this is saying, so these are the 7 that are currently listed here, and then these are the top 7. I think I had that listed backwards. So ultimately what I'm doing here is I'm trying not to go higher than this number right here. That's what I'm going to be working with, and I'm going to be reducing some power in some places in order not to go above this. And the reason for this is, at least it works in the other games, and now that we have TR11 here, it's a little bit more difficult, because I'm going to have to break out some ancient sets, which I don't really necessarily want to do. But what this is going to give us is theoretically going to make Djembe easier to get 20 or 15 out of 15 more often, which I have been struggling with a lot lately. So let's go ahead and turn this off. So we're going to look at that 15,499 to see if that is still what my historic high is here. This time I'm actually going to turn it off, unlike last time where I forgot to do that. So let's go look at our historic high, and if you wanted to see that, you click on your profile up here, and there you go, 15,499.99. So that's still my historic high. So I need to make sure I don't get above that. So how am I going to do that? What am I going to change, and what can I consider changing? My biggest challenge here is my Oracle, which has not been super productive. It's useful in the portal. Occasionally, pulls out a good moment and does something good, but for the most part, hasn't been nearly as useful as I would like. And then my second incinerator has not been doing very good either. And this is, I think, the angel wand is not runed, so we don't have that working for it. I don't think I have another rune for a weapon here, do I? Or not one that's going to help that one be stronger. I don't remember what this is. It's on the amulet weapon, and this does once in a while opens a portal and pulls a random enemy. See, this one is actually irregardless of the weapon, because it does this on a lot of different stuff. So yeah, so those two are not carrying their load as much as I would like. Maybe it's just there for support and it's doing some of the stunning, and that's actually helping, which I haven't been able to test that thoroughly yet. But Oracle, not really great. So I'm going to start by pulling out my Oracle and coming up with some kind of a change or something, or make my Oracle better at the very least. So let's just go ahead and look at all the things we're not using at the moment. So back to here. So I have 5 different runes that I'm currently not using. So these are the 3 new ones. So this adds, I have Stasis Armor here. Once in a while, selects an enemy with the least health and curses them for 6 seconds. If the enemy is killed by the curse, 2 random enemies will occasionally be stunned for a short time over 5 seconds. If the cursed enemy is not killed, it will be stunned for 3 seconds. Selects the enemy with the least health and curses them for 6 seconds. Okay. I guess that's something. I mean, let's just go ahead and put that on real quick. So 1750,186 is my current power, and if I put that on, it goes up. It goes up 175,000. I mean, it seems like it's good, but I don't know if it's that good. I don't know if I want to increase my power that high. So obviously, that's the big thing I'm going to work against on that one. Okay, so that's one of the runes we got, and from what I've seen, I can put that on a lot of different people. I'm going to have the same results. So here's the other rune. You guys know this. I'm sure you already have them and you're using them. So the second one, the Rune of Fortification. Once in a while, when an ally's health drops to 12,000 or below, instantly restores 33,000 health in that ally. I mean, that's a good support for when my tank's about ready to die, but these are some teeny tiny numbers. 12,000 and 33,000. I mean, that's nothing when I have health, in the hundreds of thousands. So I'm not sure that's really useful. Let's put this one on 1750, see how much the power goes up. Again, 175,000. I realize that's not 1750, it's 1.75 million, but it's easier to identify that way. Okay, let's try the third one. Oh, we still have it on. Let's take it off. Okay, so remove that rune. And let's try the third rune. Once in a while, the attack is guaranteed to stun the target for 3 seconds. I mean, that's good. Having a stun is good, but is it worth? It's probably 175,000 too. It is. That's another 175,000. So if I put all 3 of those on, that's 500,000 extra power I'm going to get. Sure, that's good, and they're all going to be useful, and they all have their moments of usefulness. But is that is that going to be beneficial for me getting further in Djembe? That's going to be what's going to be leading a lot of my earlier decisions, and I would do some testing with Djembe. If that doesn't help, then I'll just go and just put everything on. All right, so let's try this Rune of Spite. This is one that I was missing from previous ones, and this is adding it to the weapon. So let's first of all look at our weapon up here. So once in a while it deals 165,000 damage over to the most health. Who has the most health over 4 seconds? And if we rune it up, all right, so we still have that up there, which is fine. Plus we add once in a while opens a portal. Didn't we see that? Oh, I guess I was trying something earlier. All right, anyway, opens a portal, pulls a random enemy into it. I don't like random. I want predictable results, but maybe that's useful. After 3.5 seconds, throws the enemy next to a random ally of theirs and deals 37,500 damage to both. Meaning my person and the enemy is going to both get damage. The enemy thrown out of the portal has their movement speed greatly increased. That doesn't actually seem useful. Opens a portal and pulls a random enemy into it. After 3.5 seconds, throws that enemy next to a random ally of theirs and pulls a random enemy and deals 37 to both. So whoever it goes next to, they're both going to get that kind of damage, and then the enemy is going to get extra speed. I don't get that. I guess we could test it to see it, but that just seems highly unuseful. Let's see how. Oops, I don't want to do that because I don't have one on there. Okay, so let's do that. So again, we'll see what that does for our power. Same thing. So I guess all runes are adding that much power. So we want to remove that one. That one's interesting. I think that will have a different result on the different weapons though. So we can look at that one on different weapons. Try on here. When taking damage, there's a 40% chance to accumulate the damage taken. Once 11,400 damage is accumulated, deal 66,000 damage in a certain area around the unit. This could be good. When taking damage, there's a 40% chance of accumulating the damage taken. Obviously, you wouldn't want something like this on a not an engineer or a chemist, a mage in the middle. You would want this on a tank or an assassin or something like that. So, or maybe a backstab fighter. So that has some benefit, but not for this person. Okay, so let's look at, we got a bunch of stuff going here. Let's try this one on you. Put this here. When taking damage, the unit has a 25% chance of throwing 3 grenades in a nearby area, dealing a total of 26,000 damage to enemies and restoring health in allies. That could be useful. Plus, I can make make her super high. Okay, that one's interesting. And what about this one? This one is for weapon. We already have a on this one, but we could see what this does. Ties the target and a random enemy with a magical bond. That's interesting. This is what we currently have for our the one that does the book. I forget what that one's called. When one of the tied enemies dies during the active bond, the second enemy takes damage equal to 22% of that dead enemy's maximum health. Ooh, that could be interesting. Once in a while, ties the target and a random enemy with a magical bond for 4 seconds. 68% of the damage taken by one of these enemies is dealt to the other one. When one of the tied enemies dies, the other one takes 22% of the max health. Okay, that's interesting. We don't have anything. That was here, which we currently have what? 25% chance of dealing 101. All targets affected lose 9% of their max health. I don't think I want to get rid of that one. That's a good one. And this will probably be the same for all of these. Let's test it real quick. Yep, same. Same. And then these are all the same too. I'm not going to look at all of them. Guaranteed to stun for 3 seconds. I think that's what we had before. Let's just do a quick check here. I think these are still going to be the same. Let's do this one. Is that stun again? Nope. Okay, let's look at these then. We already have something on our tank, obviously, so it's going to take some work to actually use this one. So when taking damage, oh wait, no. On losing 27 health, launches a fireball to the nearest enemy. The fireball deals 40,000 damage. My tank does so much damage, that could be good. But what I'm doing now, I think, is better. Which, let's just take a look at, oh man. Let's take a look at that real quick. So right now we have, when taking damage, has a 42% chance of restoring, plus dealing 180% damage to the attacker and 12% splash damage. So my tank does a ton of damage because of this armor, so I don't want to, even though I always say I don't want my tank doing damage, this has been highly useful for my squad. Alright, let's try this one. When the current target is killed, restores 110,000 health and self. Ooh, that could be good. I would love to use this one, but I can't. Okay. When taking damage, 50% chance of absorbing the incoming damage and restoring. Ooh. Triggers once per 3 seconds, or even more seldom. That's just silly. Even more seldom. 110. Oh, it's 11,000, not 110,000. Okay, 11,000. All right, let's try this one. This is on our weapon, which we already have one. What's our current weapon? Oh, this is the chance to do triple damage. 49, 181, 26 triple. Okay. Now we have once while curses a target. The curse takes 24% more damage. If that enemy is killed, the wearer heals themselves 37% of their max health over 2 seconds and receives a shield whose durability equal to 25% of their max health. That might be worth testing out. Losing the triple damage, I don't know, but that could be interesting. 40% to, okay, we saw, oh wow, once 22 is, whoa, okay. When taking damage, has 40% chance of accumulating that damage taken. Once 22/8 damage is accumulated, restores 114,000 health in the unit. Whoa, what am I currently running? That can't be as good as this. On death, curses the enemy with the smallest max health. The cursed enemy takes 28,500 damage per 1 second until it is killed. The cursed enemy cannot be resurrected. People do this to me all the time. My tank never gets resurrected, but they will be resurrected automatically once the cursed enemy is killed. So this would be better to put on somebody who's not on the tank, probably, since my tank dies all the time. Deals 28,500 damage per second until it is killed. So obviously that could add up to be pretty big. Versus, what was this one? On an amulet. Has a 40% chance to heal 114,000. As always, I'm always interested in what your comments and feedback are on all this. So obviously I need to do a lot of testing to figure some of this stuff out, because there seems like some things here that can really help me out a lot. You know, so the second Ashbringer's not doing anything could probably make that better. I'm not going to look at any more of those right now. We could check the Oracle. That should be the same. Let's look on Evan. I want to take off the skin. I don't like that skin, by the way. Let's remove that. I like this one much better. All right, so we got no amulet on this one, so let's try the amulet rune and see what happens. When taking damage, unit has a chance 3 grenades, which is fine, but I don't take too much damage in the back, so that's not really useful. This is for the armor. We don't have any, oh, no weapon. I already have it on a weapon, which is what? When dealing critical damage, shoots an arrow in the closest enemy and the furthest enemy. The arrow deals weapon damage. This one actually has been very good. It's been making Evan quite often dealing way more damage than my other archer, so I don't know if I want to replace that one. Ties the target together, 68% damage taken. Ties the target and enemy together. Once the unit is tied and dies. Okay, that actually could be useful, but I don't know if it's going to be better than this one. And then let's check these real quick. When damage deals once per 5 seconds or more seldom. Cursed enemy has 22% chance to more damage. Okay, that's not very exciting. Attacks restore health equal to 45% of the damage done to the ally. Ooh, I like that one. I might use that one right now. Try on. Okay, every shot injures the target. Oh yeah, okay. Upon sustaining 3 injuries, the enemy loses 100% armor. That sounds nice. And their incoming healing is reduced to 85%. That sounds nice. The effect lasts for 7 seconds. When the effect wears off, the enemy can be injured again. Ooh, both of those sound really good. Rune of Dominance and the Okay, I don't have enough healing going on these days. I don't have enough resurrection going on, so do I do more damage or do I do more restoring? It seems like one of these has to happen. So that was on, are these both on armor? Yeah, they're both on armor, okay. Every shot injures the target. Upon sustaining 3 injuries, so once they fire off 3 shots, the enemy loses all of their armor. And I have Evan staying in the back. I think he's not jumping around. Yes. I need to change all my artifacts too. Okay, so he's staying in the back, so he's shooting the tanks and stuff up front. Try that on again. They lose all of their armor and incoming healing, so they're not going to be healed anymore. The effect lasts for 7 seconds. When the effect wears off, they can be injured again. That's a tough one. We're going to do one of these for sure, though. Attack restores health equal to 45% done to the ally with the least current health. Attack restores 45%. Restores health equal to 45% of the damage done to the ally. Okay, so that's attacking me in the back. Attacks restore equal health of the damage done to that ally with the least current health. So every attack that Evan here is doing, 45% of that is going to be restored to whoever's needs it the most, I think. That sounds useful, but I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm going to try the other one first. Okay, so he's at 1.991. See if this is the one. We don't make sure we have nothing on. We don't. No, it was this one, right? No, that's the restore. We're going to go damage. Losing armor and losing healing, so they're going to take more damage. I think that's what I want. So we'll go 1991, so that goes up to, Evan's at 2166, 135. So now I need to go to my spreadsheet, which you guys need to see. So I need to turn that on. Let's go on. And then I go here. What did I say? 21. Oops, moving the wrong thing. I got to move my screen here so I can see it. 2166135. Evan 2166135. So that puts him current plus hero. That's going to put me at a historic high, higher than I currently have. So I need to drop some power somewhere, which obviously I knew was going to happen. Before I do anything else, I am going to see what else we're going to do. So let's turn this off again. Let me lock that, turn that off. All right, so that's one. That took a long time to get to that, 22 minutes. We got to get into a couple fights, obviously. So we'll try a couple more, and then we'll get into a couple fights. So we have that coming from the back. Our tank, I'm going to take this one off too. I don't like this one either. Armor, detached skin. Okay, much better. Okay, so she has everything on her ready, which, you know, we might have some better, some worse. No point looking at that one at the moment. This one we have on death, curses the enemy. This could be good to put on somebody else, obviously. Curses the enemy. So I'm going to take this one off for the moment. Remove. And we had a couple options for her for something else. So one of these, let's see which one. When the current target is killed, restores 110,000. When the current target is killed. It doesn't say it has to be killed by her. It could be killed by anybody. That could be useful. When taking damage, has a 50% chance of absorbing the incoming damage and restoring 11,000 health in self. Triggers once per 3 seconds, or more seldom. So a chance to... Oh, wait, I don't want to do that one. I don't want this on my armor. I want an amulet. Which one of these was an amulet? That's a weapon. Amulet. And that's one we just took off. Here's the other one. Okay, so this is the other one. When taking damage, it's a 40% chance of accumulating that damage taken. Once 22.8 is accumulated, restores. This is the one I wanted to do. Okay. So, yes. So she's at 227491. Let's go ahead and turn that one on. 227491. And that's where she was before, as we expected. Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that one. I think that one's going to be useful. because she takes a lot of damage. Alright, who else do we have? I don't think we want to change anything here. She's already oh, we got the amulet one here. What is this one going to do? We got one amulet left. On death, summons a scarecrow that makes the enemies attack it. This is not going to be useful. Okay, you don't want to do that. Who else is missing one? What are you doing here? On health is critically low, restores 95% health in 5 allies with the least health, and enhances the damage they do. I do find this character getting low very often, but this is not something that's going to fire very often, obviously. So let's try this one here. On death, I don't want thing on death. Strikes the nearest unit with chain lightning. The lightning jumps between random units up to 5 times. Okay, that's not very exciting though. What about you? You don't have anything on. Same thing, okay, as we'd expect. What about you? On death. Someone's a scarecrow. All of these are on death. Okay, I guess we don't have a choice here. On death. Who dies the quickest? You're also on death, I'm sure, as we already saw. Just out of curiosity. Looks like I need to deploy my squad here. Just out of curiosity, let's see. Oh, not that. Let's try you here. Okay. What about all the rest of these? The portal, we saw that already. When taking damage, it's fantastic, but the problem is my mages don't take damage as often. I guess they do. There's plenty of people that attack in the middle these days. Once in a while, when an ally's health drops to 12,000, yeah, that one's just silly. That's just a waste of time. Let's try this one again. When taking damage, there's a 34% chance of casting stasis on self and restoring health, while a stasis unit is invulnerable and is ignored, but cannot move or attack. I don't know if that's helpful for an oracle. What's his big set bonus here? Once in a while, summons a prismatic ray, 100,000 pure damage. Yeah, I don't think that's a good option for you. What about something like Necromancer? That was the one I was talking about before. What did my Necromancer have? On death, strikes the nearest with chain lightning. Opens a portal. On death, once in a while on death, that's interesting. Poisons all enemies, dealing 55 damage over 5 seconds. Plus slower, that's kind of nice, but I don't know if he's going to die quick enough. Once in a while, that's useless, okay. Who else do we have to check? We can use this one. I haven't been using my paladin. I wouldn't mind having 2 tanks up there, but I haven't had good results when I've been doing that, so let's try this one. This could be some positive. On death, curses the enemy with the smallest health. Okay, that's not exciting. Once in a while, curses the target for 5 seconds. The cursed enemy takes 24% more damage. If that enemy is killed, the wearer heals themselves by 37% of their max health over 2 seconds and receives a shield. Okay, that could be good. When taking damage, has a 50% chance of absorbing incoming damage and restoring. That could be good. Make my paladin even stronger. This will certainly help me in Djembe anyway, which I put my paladin there very often. When the target is killed, so I'm going to put this one on. So I'm going to have to definitely do some work here to get people, get power down. Okay, try this one on. Once in a while, curses the enemy target for 5 seconds. If the enemy is killed, the wearer heals themselves by 37%. Okay, we're going to do that one too, right? So unfortunately, that puts him up to 1.9, or her up to 1.9. And this was the one when the current target is killed. Could be okay, I don't know. We already have that one ruined. On death, we don't want that one. And what was this? This is one we already have as well. On the plate, which we already have. Okay. So 1952, 449. Oops, I forgot. Doggone it. I'm sorry. I forgot to take that off again. I am so bad at that. I gotta come up with a better way to do that so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I can have both up. So I need to increase 1950 to 409. Is that what I said? Let's move it. Not you. What did I just move? Not sure what I'm moving. You guys can't see it apparently. This one. Sorry, I'm trying to move my screen and it's just not working. Alright, let's just go this way instead. 1542, 449. 1950 to 449. So the problem now with my current, if I would put, actually no, let's just do top 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my top 7 plus hero is, I can't even read that. Does that say 16,000? 15,668? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. My Oracle is out. Let's just do this. Let's go turn you off this time so you guys can see what I'm doing. I want to change to here, take you out. We'll take our Paladin, put Paladin in. Our current info, 15,762. So that's 250,000 higher. We won't want that. So let's just check again, 499. So I need to lose 250,000. How would I do that? Uh-oh, she's moving awfully slow. Yeah, that's why, because we're not very happy at the moment. This one's not very useful. 15. And if I put you in, obviously this is changing multiple things. What I'm going to do real quick is, that pumpkin actually has been useful. What I'm going to do is, since I don't have the, I haven't been getting the results I expected by that big guy firing, deals extra 70,000 who deals the greatest damage, and 20% to reduce the magic armor. I'm going to remove this one, which lowers power by 400,000. That's perfect. I'm just going to go with that. That's a useless one anyway, other than giving more health. So that puts us at 15,403. Perfect. So we're within 90,000 power from before. All right. So obviously this has gone on very long, and I need to do some research and come a little bit more prepared on some of this, but I want to do a little bit of testing and see how this works. I'm going to run 2 tanks, which are slightly different. I've done some tests with them. I haven't had great results, but now we have a tank that should be a whole lot stronger. I need to find somebody with a whole lot more power that can be competitive. And if I can't find one, I'll just jump into the arena real quick. Well, not that that's ever real quick. 11 million is probably not strong enough either. 12, okay, we're getting closer. We'll try that one first. We're going to try 12 million. I'm going to slow things down. Hopefully we can see what's going on a little bit. $12 million should be an easy win anyway, obviously, but so we're going on there. I don't know if I turn these numbers on, if we can see anything useful here. You can't really see a whole lot. See some 11,000, there's a 60,000 and 95,000. There's lots of restoring in there, but I don't know who is giving that restoring. So I'm not sure how well we were doing there. It's hard to tell with so much going on. But the stats I do want to see. So Maddie was dead fairly quickly. She took 32% of the damage, and the Paladin took 20% of the damage. Big difference there. Dealing 1.1 million versus doing 119,000. So that is huge. But she did a whole lot more healing. Paladin did. And as usual, our Ash 2 didn't do a whole lot of much of anything. There we go. So Pat did some good healing. Pat hasn't been doing as much healing as I've been expecting, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Something else we'll have to investigate. Obviously our rangers, or our archers doing a lot. Anything else? That was it. Nothing else worth seeing. Not sure what that really told us. Oracle doesn't really do much, so I guess it allowed 2 tanks up front to live a little bit longer. Let's try a couple more tests, and then we will go ahead and jump in and announce the giveaway winners. Alright. Try to work on getting my happiness back up as well. So let's go here. Not going to be high enough at level 38, that's for sure. I don't know if we did this one yet. Level 56, Igor, 11 million, we did. That's one we could consider potentially. I had some 15 millions on my map before. It'd be nice to have a couple of those show up again. They might still be here, because I haven't cleared those. I'm not going to look at those. 57. The King, 12 million. Alright, the King. Let's try it. Again, not same power as me, but or higher power, because ultimately I want to be able to beat people higher than me. So we're running a 2-3-2. Trying to watch in the front. There's so much damage and absorbing and healing going on. It's really hard to read the numbers. So maybe I'll just turn the numbers off and we can just look at their bars. So our paladin's full power at the moment. So this time I'm not running any hero spells, which I did last time. So obviously we fared much better on that one. One of our tanks took some damage, the other is fully healed up. So again, Maddie, massive damage, took a lot of damage, did a lot of healing, but then also Paladin did a bunch of healing too. Not doing a lot of damage, but her point is actually what I want for my tank is to actually be out there living. James, 20%, very nice. Ash 2, nothing. The one thing that might be coming here, which is hard to see, is am I getting this cursing and stunning, you know, with the greatest amount of health and makes other enemies attack that one. I assume that's happening, so if I can have this person doing something like that and being productive, then it's okay, they're not doing much damage. Pat doing good damage, I mean good healing, and again, a lot of damage coming from the back. Let's see if we can find anybody a little bit higher. So I might try this. I have to fix the spreadsheet up a little bit so I can get into Djembe, but ultimately I'm also looking for an easier, more successful Djembe. And if I have my Paladin all of a sudden being so much more durable, maybe this is what I need to get further in Djembe. I just need to make sure I don't reset my historic high in Djembe, which I have gotten in trouble many times in the past. I think we did that. It was fine. This one we just attacked. Yes. This one, 33. Yes, a 0. Nice. Very nice. 49, maybe. Nope. What was the other numbers? Okay, 2 more chances. 58. There we go. It's a good start. Not high enough. 29. All right, I'm going to change opponent. 6 million. Not high enough. Let's find another one. 3.5. 8.3. Kind of a couple more attempts here, trying to get lucky. Igor, 11 million. We talked about you already. I want something higher. And not very good. I got to keep a couple 45s here to drop trophies. Wow. Well, I got a new 45. That was good. I can't believe that I'm not getting anything more useful on my map. And no, okay. Let's do one more and then I give up. Let's just pick somebody. 4.5. He might be somebody I want to attack to get resources. Sai. All right, Sai. See ya. 11,000. There we go. 11,000 mithril. 13 million, the highest one anyway. So that's still not our 15. So it's not apples to apples total power battle. I guess it's not ever anyway, because they have home field advantage where they're getting more damage from the castle. All right, last fight here, then we'll wrap it up. Okay, we'll keep the numbers off so we can see what's going on. Not going to do my hero item. So they just did basically no damage to over 50% damage, and now both of my tanks are almost dead. The paladin is restoring lots of health, almost full health now all of a sudden. The whole team is in bad shape though, that's for sure. So his angel wand was doing some good stuff in there. Plus he's got the dino wand going. Uh-oh, we got another resurrection. We're going to be in trouble. So our paladin is surviving, which is the goal. But this is somebody with way less power than we have. All right, let's see. We're against a fierce competitor here. There we go. So Evan doing a bunch of damage while paladin just survived. That actually might be good, because obviously I need that. So I'm gonna run this setup for a while with these three, or these 7 with 2 tanks. And then I have this going as well for my tank, which helps since, you know, I have multiple tanks going. All right, so look at that. Paladin took 39% of the damage, did 62% healing, 981,000. So I think that is coming from some of those new items we put in there. So that's exciting. And then if I actually stick with this, I can start putting in some gems in here, which will make my paladin a lot stronger as well. Might need to put on a better artifact. Does not die. Ooh, maybe not. They restore 6. The artifact is triggered up to 3 times per battle. Once artifact has been triggered, the last time the unit can be killed. All right, well, never mind. We're keeping that one on. I guess that one should be on our tank. Whoever our tank is. That might be one useful problem that I'm not using with my setup. Okay, well, we made some progress. Got a little bit stronger. That's what I keep saying as far as my squad setup is, you know, getting more strength but not necessarily more power. And that is my goal. It's a lot easier without the ancient sets, because ancient sets make everything much more difficult. And one other thing I do want to... I need to have extra resurrection. So one thing I was also thinking about doing, I'm not going to do it anymore long today because this video is going on too long, is, you know, maybe taking this person here who does resurrections, 500,000 power, put them in there, and then, you know, put that in from instead of my other ash here. So that's 1.5 million versus 500,000. So I'll be losing 1 million in power, which I don't think I really necessarily want that, but anyway, that's enough. I'll do some more testing off camera and whatnot, and then see how it goes. And then maybe in the next video we can talk about what I found out and any comments you guys make, because I know you guys have used a lot of this gear and are a lot more familiar with it and probably a lot more productive with it. So if there's any huge mistakes that you saw me making or things I should probably change, I would appreciate that feedback. All right, so anyway, let's get into the giveaway. The giveaway this week is same as always. I did say I'm going to do it on Discord. I'm going to do that soon. I have to have the time to get that set up, work with Unzi to get that set up on the channel. And to be honest, things have just been too busy. I haven't been able to do that. So I'll get that eventually. And it won't be a permanent thing anyway. But that's going to be a giveaway on Discord. You just go click a button and you're entered in the giveaway. That's going to be one of them. This one. So let's go ahead, as always, go down to the description of the video. There's a link down there for a Google form. Open that Google form. Give me 3 different things. If you click up here in your profile, you can get 2 of them. You give me your name, give me your ID. This ID has to be accurate, so you can actually copy and paste right there, which is kind of useful. Ooh, look at that. 120 days of premium. That's crazy. Wish I could share that with some of my other accounts. And sorry for the distraction. And the other thing you need to give me is a random number. So a game ID, game name, and then a random number. And the random number is going to be in a range. It changes every week. And this week, the range is going to be 10,000 to 20,000. So nice and easy. Give me some random number between 10,000 and 20,000. The 10 people that are the closest are going to get 500 diamonds each, which is the same thing we do every week. So good luck. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking this one out, because it was kind of long as I was going through everything. And with my limited amount of time that I have lately, There's probably going to be a little bit more of this gameplay kind of video because I haven't had time to do this kind of analysis on my own. So this is just me kind of doing it and then recording it as I'm doing it. So that's kind of what this is. And I need to do this more often to more efficiently optimize my squad. One last thing, maybe start doing this a little bit more often. If you're new here and haven't subscribed to the channel, and this is something we see more often, I do appreciate clicking that subscribe button, because any help on YouTube helps, and getting those subscriptions and getting the likes help, and also comments as well. So the last thing is, you see down below we have support. Multiple support methods now for the channel. So we have the YouTube membership, where you can see down below Jen Lopez has been supporting the channel, and we have different levels you can support there. And then also you can do buy me a coffee, which iOS doesn't currently work with the YouTube membership, so you can go to buy me coffee and support that way. And I'm going to turn memberships on there as well, but right now it's just like a one-time thing, and there's just different amounts you can do. And I have an anonymous donor that donated earlier, so if that's something you're interested, all that information can be seen down below as well in the description. So with that said, for everybody in the States, hopefully you have a wonderful holiday. You got Thanksgiving coming up, and for everybody else, hopefully you have a wonderful time, wonderful day, a great week, and until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.